Welcome, baby. The NPC presents Smooth Finish with our hosts Rob Romano, Chris Marcano, and Brent Lane. These guys have more chemistry than your entire test kit. Ever enlightening and striving to be entertaining. So let's dive into their latest episode of the NPC's Smooth Finish.
Welcome, everybody, and thank you for joining us on Smooth Finish. We are here today to talk about our annual conference. It is February 26th through the 28th, and we want to share with you guys just some of the happenings there and get you excited about hopefully joining us there. And definitely in time for the early bird, which is the 19th of January, which is coming right up. So obviously we have the standard crew with us, Rob and Chris. Welcome, guys. How we doing?
Hey, guys. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Hope everybody had good holidays. Holding on to that dry January and New Year's resolutions of wellness, health, and fitness.
What?
Huh? Did you say something?
Yeah. Good news. I plan on overcoming my willpower on the dry January this weekend, so we're good.
This is an Irish coffee.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Well, the conference is in February, so you'll be good for us by then, Chris, I'm sure.
100%. I'll be prime.
And then, of course, we have joining us today, Laura Eaton, who's become almost, one of us at this point. She's been on quite a bit with us, and we're so happy.
We might as well offer the fourth mic, right? Like, let's just make this official. So, are we like serious? Are we just dating? Or is this real?
I'm not against that idea. I'm not against that idea at all. Not at all.
Well, we got to have Laura on because she is such an integral part of the show in a lot of ways, and she can certainly share a lot of ins and outs with us as we go down the line here. So, what other than sunny Orlando with Mickey Mouse, what else do people need?
Right. I mean, that's really it. It's show season's upon us. It's time to get back after it. I know personally I had a nice bit of downtime, but I'm chomping at the bit to kind of get back out there, re-engage, get the chain back on the spoke and start spinning again. So, it's always exciting this time of year to harness some of that, energy and excitement to get back after it, to prepare for the season. And, of course we have the great show of the pool show powered by Nespa, of course. And that kind of always typically kicks off everything. But what a great next step transition to prepare for the year with our conference, right? And to your point, Brent, like, who doesn't want to go to sunny Orlando? Like, it is so easy. You go down there, enjoy the weather. I mean, we were just talking about it. I've got 15 inches of snow right out my window right now here in Kansas City. Like, the weather stinks. California's on fire. Who doesn't want a break from that? Go to Orlando. Take the family. Take advantage. You've got all the Disney attractions, and it's perfect for you, the professional, and your entire family if you want to do that. So it's really a great opportunity for that reason alone.
Yeah, I mean, we were there for, just kind of checking the place out and some meetings. In 2024, and it's crazy how fast you can get on property. There's a bridge over the road, and you drop right into Disney Springs.
Yep.
Which we spent some time in. I think I remember being at an Irish bar. I think I remember. That was a good time.
Let's just say this, for the sake of our listeners, we thoroughly vetted the establishments around the property, thoroughly vetted them, and they are A-okay.
I'm pretty sure I was like the sober tour guide, making sure that all the little ducklings made it everywhere,
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, follow me, guys. Let's go this way. Stay on course.
Laura was literally herding cats in every sense of the word. It was like watching multiple Plinkos being dropped on the Plinko game on the way home. But to Brent's point, everybody made it back. It's so easy. It literally is. You cross the street and there's a covered bridge that walks right into every type of entertainment you could possibly want. That's family friendly. It's just, it couldn't be easier. And that location is really ideal. or ideal. It really is. It's a no-brainer to put it where it was, and by design, because it is the tip of the spear to all of the entertainment that they have at the location. So it's an awesome spot. It really is. And I'm not the biggest Disney fan in the world, right? But I was really blown away with just how convenient everything was and how slick everything was, right? And they have everything you can imagine. Like they had a legit Irish bar that we kind of stumbled into from a back door where they had like real Gaelic dancers and like a legit powerful Irish band just rocking out. I'm like, where are we? I feel like I'm in Dublin right now, right? Like it was awesome.
Cool. Yeah. It was like kind of speakeasy-ish, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it opened up into a tremendous thing, but yes, we were in the speakeasy part, and it was really cool. That was a fun time.
And that was one of 100 establishments, by the way.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. And they had the Dole whipped, like the soft serve ice cream. They had like a whole stand. So you don't actually have to go into Disney to get the Dole whipped. You can go right over to Disney Springs.
There you go.
If you buy into the marketing, you're coming to the greatest place on earth, right? That's just it. So
it's true.
So we've got that reason to come, obviously, but in all seriousness aside, apart from the entertainment, which is there for the taking, for family, for whoever, there's something for everyone there, literally, and it's very well thought out, very convenient. But really, what this conference is all about is the education, the camaraderie, the bonding, the experience, and the exposure to the premier vendors, and we'll kind of break it all down, but. This year's educational tracks, I think, are the best yet. We put a lot of work, a lot of thought, and there's a lot of challenging internally that goes on. Like, okay, we had a great conference last year, but how do we do better? It's never a complacent, kind of mindset with the NPC and the management team over there. It's always like, how do we get better? Let's understand what really worked and kind of replicate that and cross-pollinate that to other things, but also understand maybe what didn't really hit the target, and how do we refine that, right? And how do we make sure we're delivering the education that at that moment in the industry is really what's desired and what's needed. So we've really looked at that, and one of the things I'm most excited about is this new Spanish track and the sessions that are basically we created just for Spanish speaking. That's important for the particular market that we're going to be in. Obviously in Orlando, there's a high concentration of Spanish speakers there, and we wanted to be mindful and thoughtful about that. But just moving forward too, we wanted to be really, really inclusive and offer full curriculums in Spanish. So it's there. It's not a class. It is a start to finish of the day full curriculum of Spanish modules. So we're really excited about that. And we're going to be videotaping those so we can capture those classes in Spanish and then share them internally, with on other platforms. It'd be really cool if we had an app or something, wink, wink. But, that's one of those types of things that, we're starting to do. Like, let's document this. Let's make this a living archive. So, we're really excited about the education, and this year is going to be more complex, more robust, and more comprehensive than any year before.
Yeah, and to speak on it, Chris, kind of what you said. I mean, this is our annual conference, kind of our annual meeting of our members, and it's a culmination of the year. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that gets put out at this conference. It's the launch of a lot of things, which we're going to talk about a little bit. The Spanish track, kind of like what you were saying, it was last year's. It was reflective of last year. I recall somebody that went through the startup class that spoke basically Spanish, and it was very difficult. For them, they really wanted to be a part of it and get it. And, our industry is so full of Latino people, and, they're so hungry for this information. So we identified that, and some of our core classes we've been able to turn into Spanish tracks, a whole Spanish track. There's I think 3 full classes dedicated with Spanish presenters. And, and there's some of the core things that we do. And I think that's amazing. Go ahead, Robbie.
5. It
5?
Looks like it's 5.
Wow.
I'm looking at the brochure right now. It's 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we got some great presenters like Danny Chavez and Lupe, and, these guys really have a excellent knowledge and command of what we do, and I'm really glad to see them putting this here together and bringing everybody into the fold, so to speak.
Yep. No, I'm looking at it too. It looks like Cinco to me as well.
Nice.
See what I did there?
Yes.
Good stuff, Chris.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest classes this year, and people may not know, but we spent a lot of time and energy with our research this year on the L1, PL cement, limestone cement that's, kind of overtaking the industry and, just trying to be proactive to see how it may affect our members, the industry as a whole. And I think that's going to be one of the spotlight classes for sure, where we're giving the information that we've learned and be able to share that out. So to me, again, those are things you're not going to get anywhere else. This is our research and what we're presenting to the industry. And where else are you going to find that? So
yeah. So just to kind of keep summarizing and really highlighting the benefits to this is that it's a good time. It's a very, very valuable return on your time investment. So it makes sense to be a part of this, right? It's not a boondoggle, although you're going to have a good time. Another thing I want to point out is that the schedule is really, really not invasive to your day. Because I've been to so many conferences. I mean, this is my 24th year in the industry or whatever. And I've been to so many conferences where it's like, for the love of God, would you please not schedule something, for the, I mean, we've all seen schedules where it's like the day literally starts at 8 and it doesn't end until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. And then you repeat it and it's too much, right? Like there's built-in downtime to this and it's very thoughtful. And I think the way that the schedule is laid out, it's really, really, lends itself to being energized even at the end of the week, right? And it's not just about Disneyland, obviously, or Disney World. And is it World or Land? I always get the two confused. World. Thank you. Yeah. So it's just not about Disney. We'll just leave it blank. It's not just about the classes either. It's more than that, And like, for example, we've got an amazing golf outing, right? Like you usually do some additional entertainment features that we set up and kind of give people options: trail hikes, bike rides, vineyard tours, things like that. But with the entertainment capital mecca of the world in the backyard of this one, it's just like, hey, Disney, have at it, go knock yourself out. Or for those who aren't quite, the biggest fans of that or can take it or leave it for a day or two, we've got a fantastic golf outing that Rob and I are both personally hosting, right? And I'm going to call it right now. Our team's going to win. So, and Laura was on the winning team last year, defending champs yet again. And, but we've got a fantastic golf outing. The course is awesome. We invite everybody to check that out. It's not over the top competitive at all. It's all about just having fun, going out there, having a few drinks, enjoying the sun again in February. You can't beat it, right? Like that's so good. But in addition to that and the options there when it comes to entertainment, we've also got it built into the schedule as well, because we have, and I promise you this is going to be, I think, the best, and I'm passionate and confident about this. This is going to be the best kickoff event that we've ever put out as the NPC, right? Without a doubt. I mean, first of all, it's called Let's Get Laid Tropical Night. Tropical Night. It's got a tropical theme to it.
Could we have added Let's Get Plastered, then Get Laid? I mean, what are we talking about?
Well,
how did we miss that? We need to fix it.
We can always do buttons. I'm a big fan of those. Big Let's Get Plastered, Let's Get Laid buttons.
Yeah.
Well, who doesn't like a theme night, right? So like we're gonna all come dressed to impress with our Hawaiian shirts and our straw hats and our coconut bras and our grass skirts and the whole nine, right? And we're gonna be doing the luau and we're gonna have roasting pigs and fire throwing and I mean the sky's the limit, but it's gonna be a good time.
That sounds great.
Yes.
Sounds like the lady that planned the party knew what she was doing. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, I may have suggested that we have a theme night because who doesn't like to dress up and like have fun, right? Plus,
I love it.
it's just some great photos. And the more that people are taking pictures about stuff, you get to put it out there. It's good advertising for NPC.
There's a lot of questionable pictures of me out there. What's one more? You know. So.
Yeah, and I think before that, we're also going to have, as usual, we're going to have our new members, and we're actually going to have, with the new members, trying to really kick off a little bit of women of the NPC, kind of throw it in there too, and let the gals that come to the conference kind of get together and have a good time and, kind of socialize in a little bit different setting. So that's going to be a fun night. Wednesday's going to be a great night. So
absolutely. And that's the other thing too. We do want to accommodate and make this about all the attendees, right? Like, let's make this as welcoming, as encompassing as we can. So again, we've really kind of challenged ourselves internally to let's not just make the same event over and over and over again. Let's continue to tweak it so we can deliver, the best possible experience as we can, from a professional level, of course, but also from a human level or in a personal level. Like, let's make this fun, because I can't stress enough. It's just not about the location. It's not about the classes necessarily. Those are all components of it. But the glue that puts this thing together is really the camaraderie and the bonding. And one thing I know for sure is you get so much more from that aspect of peer partnership and learning from peers and cross-pollinating successes and practices. When you're comfortable and in that event, in that zone, right? So we're trying to make this as entertaining and really as memorable of an experience as we possibly can, and we're extending it past the conference as well. We're really trying to be proactive to get members within the NPC to share the successes so we can really maximize and leverage our membership base and these professionals in other capacities as well, right? Like which is a perfect segue to something we also want to kind of highlight here, which is, of course, the Flex Your Finish contest that we've started that's still in its infantile stage. But that's really the spirit behind it, and the impetus behind the Flex Your Finish was to give a platform to all of these members that really want to share and also put a spotlight on their successes, their wins. And it's an opportunity for everybody within this niche of the industry to learn and to rise up, right? Like it's just a great, I'm really excited about it.
Well, think about it. I mean, if everybody starts sharing and everybody gets involved and shares everybody, it just will take over. It will, how social media works, the sharing, people start to like it. I mean, plastering's a pretty interesting thing to watch. Call it a satisfying video or whatever. I've seen it on other platforms where people are like, they're enthralled with it. They're showing it and people are like, I've never seen it before. So, if our industry puts it out there, what we do every day, I mean, it'll just gain that interest, and it really puts our best foot forward as an industry and educates people, because as they see that, they get drawn to our site, our resources, and the things that we offer. I'm really excited about Flex Your Finish and its ability to really, just show the world what we do every day. I think it's great.
It's really good to be recognized by your peers too, as well. If you look at, there's so many like-minded associations have awards that they recognize their builders and service companies for for the accolades, and this is one more accolade that we do for our specific industry, for the full plaster. Show off those bar stools, those wonky real. I was just in New York City, and you should see the steps that we're going to have to finish. I can't describe it because I'm under an NDA or whatever. But it's amazing what we got to do. And if I could sneak it in, I will. But the talent, but really, I mean, you have some pretty elaborate pools out there, and be proud of the fact that you're making that gunite shell look beautiful. So. Because we're not just guys that slap mud onto a pool. You got it takes a level of skill, a high level of skill to achieve what we achieve.
Yeah, and it's not just about a finished job per se either. Like the whole point of this is to share within the industry amongst your peers anything that sets you apart that you're proud of, right? And again, it could be the way you organize a truck. It could be the way you prep in the morning. It could be, you know, the way you clean up after a job. Like it could be somebody's playlist. Like think out of the box. It could be like the playlist, the way someone organizes a cooler, right? Or stocks a cooler for the job. Anything. Like everything's on the table here because we want to just not be one-sided where it's like all about the finish per se and the job. It's the whole shooting match that goes along with this aspect of the industry, right?
Well, it's a team process, right? Like it's no one person. It's not like, hey, this is the finished project. You have to look at all the different people that came in play to make this finished project happen. And it's showing that recognition and you know, saying, hey, we've got these people in our company and we're proud of them. Like we want the world to know. And having other people, you know, get to see the things that we get to see on a daily basis, which is pretty cool.
Really cool.
So how do you submit?
That's it.
Go on. That's it.
How do we get there?
How do we get there? So there's multiple ways that you could submit. You can go to, what's the website? Flex Your Finish.
Yeah, you can go to nationalplastercouncil.com and you'll get there. There's a way to get to Flex Your Finish there.
There's a link on there. You can use the hashtag. If you're on social media and you're posting these anyways, right, just use the hashtag Flex Your Finish, and that'll automatically enter you. You could send it in message to the NPC or National Plaster Council, like on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on what's the other ones that people
LinkedIn?
use? Yeah, I don't know if people are doing that.
I don't know about LinkedIn. That's pretty professional. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
True, because I don't do LinkedIn either.
Wherever you can find us, right? Like just send it, and it's going to get out there, and we're going to post your guys' videos. We're going to post your guys' pictures, and other people are going to see it. And then at the end of the month, we announce the winner, and then you're going to get some cool swag in the mail, and you get recognized at our conference. And I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think that's where the conference, we're going to really launch this thing at conference, which is what got us going here. We're excited about it, if you can't tell. We put some time into it, and we think it's great for the NPC. So I am excited that, you know, we have a few people that are going to be winners. By the time we get there, we'll make sure to recognize them, share again with the whole group how to do it, and really blow this thing up. So I'm excited about Flex Your Finish and really highlighting it at the conference.
Yeah, for sure. So hashtag Flex Your Finish. Go to the website. It's also Flex Your Finish at nationalplasterscouncil.com. There's many ways to do it. I believe there is some links, you know, with X and formerly Twitter. There's probably a million ways. But all you have to do is just go to the website, and there's multiple ways to do it. Or as Laura said, just hashtag it and we'll catch it, right? We're monitoring this. We've got some great input already. And look, here, challenge yourself, challenge your teams out there for those listening. Like get up on the big board and get the accolades for this that we're going to be promoting and featuring at the conference, right? We are going to make a big deal and celebrate these submissions for sure. So we challenge you to be a part of it, right? Just anything that you're proud of, share with the group. Now, speaking of,
go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I was just going to say, you know, I was going to switch gears and talk about the auction, but if there's anything else,
that's where I was going with the auction. Go.
The auction. What can I say? Come for the auction, stay for the laughs, right? Like never a dull moment. You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll sing. It's like going to see Wicked or the Blue Man Group. It's amazing.
Well, you know, and it's a good cause, but you're going to have a good time too.
For
right?
sure.
Yes. So we're going to raise money for the National Plaster Council so that we can do the research, so that we can put on these events and continue this amazing education and the networking that we do at these conferences. But we have fantastic donors. We are super appreciative of everybody who helped support the NPC by donating to the auction. And then we have great supporters that come and attend the auction and stay for the entertainment. You never know what kind of skit you're going to get, right? It's going to be for sure a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Original, 100% original,
For sure. Some of the best skits ever, and you're at Disney, so you really gotta bring it this year, Laura. I mean, come on.
I'm gonna really have to pull out, my bag of tricks and pull something good out of there.
There may be a talent scout from Disney that might be watching you, so you better be ready for that. They just snap you right up.
Could be a new cast member.
Yeah. Well, I guess what I'd say is it's like Laura was saying. I mean, the people that give to this auction believe in this industry and believe in this organization, and that's a no cost give to auction this off to raise money. Like Laura said, for our research, for all the technical things and the education we put together, for the scholarship that we offer members. That any member's child that once a year can do an essay or a presentation. And we give money every year, and this helps support that as well. And I guess what I'd say, and what I always think about is the auction, is you see like the titans in the room that buy a lot of this stuff. But I really just want to encourage all members, if you're there in an auction, these are great. I mean, you're getting great deals on this stuff. It's for a good cause, and you're getting an amazing deal. And I would just encourage people to participate more. They would love for you to participate more. The more that participate, the better the opportunity for everybody involved is all I would say. So
absolutely.
Yeah, it's not just truckloads of cases and pallets of material. It's I won the meta glasses last year and had a blast, and I'm still having a blast using it. It's funny. It's when you're on the golf course and you push the button or you say, "Hey Meta, how many yards am I looking at?" and it can tell you. It's pretty cool. So it's not just, you don't have to dish out thousands of dollars if you're on a meager salary like myself. You can afford those meta glasses.
Rob over here slumming. So did you hear that, David Cook?
I was going to say, what are we hearing here? I don't know.
I'm very happy. I'm going to say that much.
So
the point is that it's affordable. There's some stuff that's affordable.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. There's opportunities for everything, and it's not just bags of material specific to the job. There's a bunch of cool just swag and sports memorabilia, a lot of tech.
Everyone
donations.
can participate.
Yeah, it's a great event, and the cool thing about it is it all goes back to supporting the NPC mission, which is promotion, research, education. The networking, all of it. It goes back to that, and 100% of that is divulged back into those endeavors, right? So that is the fuel for the fire. And we're doubling down. I mean, we're going to do more research projects in the next couple of years than we have going back to COVID, right? We're back onto that and really being a leader in the industry and investing all of these resources that we generate from there back into it to better this particular section of the industry, which just makes us all stronger as members. Right. And I can personally attest to this. I have golfed with Rob on the course with those glasses, and A, they are amazingly cool. But B, rarely are they used for legitimate things like asking what the distance is to the hole. It's a whole different world with those things on.
Well, the auction is vital for us, and what I'd say is just the segue there is, these vendors that give and participate and are at the event the whole time. Of course, we have the showcase for them on the last evening, and it's really a good opportunity for the industry all the way around to come and learn what's new from these guys, what new materials, chemicals, whatever the case may be, whatever they sell to the industry, they're there for you, and they're offering their newest things and catalogs and samples and everything you need to be successful for your year. And this year there's actually we've done it before, but this year's a little bit different. We're going to do kind of like a passport scenario where if you do spend the time with those vendors, there'll be a little something for you at the end. And not everybody, somebody's going to win, but just really trying to add the value to the members and the vendors with just another little thing that we thought would, that really enhance that event. So as a vendor, I'm excited about the event. I always like that event. I always say that if you're waiting for the vendor showcase to talk to people and really, you're missing the boat. But the vendor showcase is really where, for me, always comes to an end, and I'm able to get everybody's request and everything kind of consolidated and get them prepared to go and have a successful year with my products anyway.
Yeah, and that's a perfect segue too into the vendor showcase, which is basically the culmination of the show. But it's really good because it's a great event because it's not just a dog's breakfast of anybody out there, right? You're not going to have phone case cover salespeople booth, like you're not going to see grills. It's all really, really strategic. It's going to be, partnership within the organization of the NPC that brings value. So there's a premier list of vendor partners that we identify and we partner with for this event. It's not for everybody, and everybody is not invited. Now, having said that, that's a great thing and in an awesome position to be in when you can be a little bit exclusive, right, as an organization for this event. But if there's a company out there that has a product that you would like, that you think would be a good fit, challenge that company. Go bring it up to them if you're out there and say, hey, you should be a part of this event because we will listen and we will, partner with new folks if it makes sense too. So again, when it comes to the auction, when it comes to the showcase, if there's a manufacturer out there that you think, hey, I like your product, I like what you're putting out, I like your service, you should look into this event. We welcome that as well because we also want to keep bringing in new focus, new insight, new optics, and new offerings for the industry. We don't want to be stale there, right? It's not going to be an open door for everybody. I can tell you that right now. It is exclusive, but we welcome new ideas, especially as the industry continues to evolve. So, if there is somebody out there that you haven't seen at this and you've been a member of the NPC and you've attended this conference and there's a company out there that you think would be a good fit, let them know to hit us up, to reach out, and we will gladly walk them through and kind of give them a once over to determine whether or not this is a good fit.
Yeah, to that point, Chris, I'm pretty sure that the show is sold out. Like I don't think there's a table to be a part of.
Nope.
I mean, obviously, they have conversation stations and those types of things where you can do that. But I think that event that evening is booked out, and it was booked 100%. Out early.
Yep. Yeah. I'm talking 2026, baby. Get in now. Get in now.
Which is a great sign, because if the vendors are filling up all the spots, that means that things are doing well. We're going to continue to do well in our industry in the years to come. So, having these vendors go ahead and support us the way they do it's very helpful for us. We're very thankful for them believing in the NPC and what we deliver. And I think we're going to have a great year with their help. It's great.
Yep.
Well, I think what we're asking everybody that's listening to this podcast, first of all, save yourself some money. And by January 19th, go onto the website, get yourself registered, get the hotel room before it books out, and you have to go to the twice as much hotel down the way. I'm sure it'll be nice, but, stay at the event hotel. So get in there early. And, get yourself registered, get your team registered, or your builders registered that need this education about what we do every day. And it will make your life easier, their life easier, and a true understanding. That's what we want. NationalPlastersCouncil.com. You can go on there and register. I know that we will be promoting the heck out of it on Facebook. Don't miss the 19th. Chris, what did I miss? What am I missing here? Come see us, come play with us, and have a great time.
Yeah. No, I think we need to stress that. We probably should have opened with this. This is your final warning for the early bird special, right? And I'm not talking about 3:30 dinner in the village's early bird special. This is legit. Big savings, but you have to go online to our website and you need to book and reserve this. Follow the links. It's super easy. You can do it via your phone. But January 19th is going to be the cutoff for the early bird. So take action now. Don't wait. I'm a procrastinator. I've missed things like this, and you always are so angry at yourself. Take advantage of it now. There's so much return on this modest investment to come and attend this. And I can't stress that enough. So take advantage of the savings, book it now. It's only really a month and a week in advance, really, or a month in advance. But it's getting close, right? It's around the corner. And it's really your chance to learn, grow, and connect with the NPC and enjoy everything that this fantastic venue has to offer.
Well, maybe we'll end with this. As I said before, and as we were talking about, what other time can you come to the happiest place on earth, get plastered, and get laid? That's all I'm saying.
Ooh. Don't Google that. Do not Google that.
Yeah, you might get a different result. Well, on that one, we're definitely ending it here, guys. But thank you so much for joining me and helping me talk about this wonderful event. We hope to see everybody there and joining us. And have a great weekend.
That's
for
it.
those on the show. We'll see you soon.
January 19th. Be there or be square.
Finish.